Welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show number 122. And that's where we're at here in Spencer, West Virginia at the Patch Turned Up Studios. And with me, as always, Justin.
Morning.
And Joe.
Morning, guys.
Good morning, gentlemen. And
Back at it.
yeah, show 122. Can you believe it? I mean, I remember 100 was like a big milestone.
Yeah.
And we're almost a quarter way past. So
It's crazy.
closing in on some good work there with the number of shows we're doing. And I got to say, I just sneezed a couple of times, I do not have COVID or the flu yet, but allergies to something.
Don't put that on yourself, Dave. That keyword saying yet.
I know. Well, knock on some wood. How about that?
Okay.
But yeah, we're plugging right along here with our shows, and Joe and Cena with A&M Digital Technologies, our local technology business, looking out for the average consumer, business person, small and large, and just people and folks around the state and the nation, our region. Yeah, doing all the good stuff, Joe, keeping the wheels turning, so to speak.
We try.
I gotta say, this is the first time for a while that you haven't come in and had to work on a computer for us before a show.
Yeah, it's strange that, and we're not talking about Apple today.
That is amazing. Wow, what an exciting show!
I'm stopping. I'm gonna get a lottery ticket after this because the Powerball's up to over $1 billion. So,
jeez Louise, really?
Yeah. So if we hit it tomorrow night,
yeah,
we might be doing.
It's on.
We might be doing next week's show in a completely different
In
location.
the Caribbean or somewhere.
You guys pick.
Sweet.
You guys got a week to figure this out.
I'll figure it out now. Let's just go somewhere.
Okay.
I prefer. I'm a mountains, river, stream kind of guy. So
Yeah, but it's cold this time of year.
Yeah.
I was talking to some.
It's wonderful. It's
but
wonderful, Joe.
Yeah, but Elkins is already starting to get snow.
That's amazing. I love it. I'm a winter person, so go hike in the woods with the leaves falling, and cold mountain stream, Rocky Mountains is awesome.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but I prefer a little warmer climate.
Well, that's why you go out and you get cold, and then you come back in and have a nice fireplace and a roaring fire and some fuzzy blankets. Yeah, the good stuff, Joe.
Sleep the day away.
You bet. Okay, yes. You talked me into it. Let's go.
I twisted your arm.
We don't need a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get in the car. Start driving.
Justin needs a break anyway. He just had a glow run that happened there Friday night.
Yeah, and nonstop.
October was kind of crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Glad it's over. Now,
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Yeah, I was
two
gonna
runs
say,
in 1 month. I mean,
Drumstick Dash coming up.
Yep.
So, no rest for the wicked, right?
Yep.
We got to keep Justin out of trouble, so we'll keep him busy. So how
Well,
was the glow run, Joe? I understand you and Cena did it.
Yeah, this is our first patch run that we've participated in.
For a while. You did one back in last year.
Okay. See,
Yeah. It was
I've slept since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I did make one mistake. I was fooling with Strava as soon as we started. It's like I got
Ooh.
so far down the track, down the trail, and it's like, oh, I should have turned Strava on. By that point, I'd forgotten my login and all that. So I fooled with it later and I put it in manually. But we're all good. It's all in the system there now. But
Yeah, a friend can kind of add you to theirs too if you don't have your phone or you forget or whatever.
really,
So if there was someone there that you knew that was also on Strava, they could just add you and then you accept and then it loads their route right up onto yours.
really,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
I'm logging into my Strava now, Joe, so I can see it.
But anyway,
Let's see how Joe did.
we absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's such an exciting thing.
Yeah.
We had the Glow Golf tournament
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
also this month. So Justin's been super busy, which is always awesome.
Yeah, we missed out on this Glow Golf tournament. Now, we did the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we set up out there and
That was a long but fun night.
yeah. So always nice. And so yeah, here we go. Joe with the skeleton scoot. I'm gonna give you some numbers, Joe. 2.5 miles, 45 minutes.
Not bad.
Attaboy. I gave you kudos.
Well, thank you, sir. And that's with Sadie along.
Yeah, that's great. Did she have a good time with it?
Oh, she had a ball. Now, she was good and tired by the time it was all said and done, but
Yeah.
She learned a very important life lesson. You don't start off at the race with your two best friends and just booking it down
Yeah.
down the trail. Because those little legs will tire out a lot faster than anything else.
Yeah, especially like the golf course is such a neat event, but you have to go up the hill
Yeah.
and then circle around. Did you guys go up on 8 as well?
No.
Okay, so one big
Just one
hill.
hill. Yeah. Avoided 8.
And going through the grass and off road, it's not as smooth as pavement. Let's put it that way.
No.
So interesting deal, but yeah, the Glow Run, the Charlie Coon Memorial Golf Tournament, all good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Glow Golf, which is pretty cool. Happens. We try to do it once a year, but with COVID, we took a little break. But exciting stuff, and then now we got the Drumstick Dash coming up. Are you in for that one, Joe?
I don't know yet.
You're definitely in for ugly sweater, right? I can see you having some ugly sweaters.
No, what I do is I have T-shirts that have the ugly sweater design.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I knew you'd be up for that. All right, well.
Or you can come and be Santa if you want.
Oh, gee, look, I think I'm busy that day. I don't know what day that is, but I think I'm busy that
Joe,
day.
come on now.
We got the beard, we got the suit.
Yeah.
Listen at him.
Yeah, but now, Justin, you've had years of experience with that.
Yeah.
You can't just throw a newbie like me into such an
right.
important role like that.
I'm an actor. It takes a little something to get into the role. You gotta channel the Santa.
Well, after Joe Exotic, I mean,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Cena loved the costume, by the way.
Good.
All right, back to business. Wait a minute, who's Joe Exotic?
Tiger King.
Oh, okay. Did you dress up again this year?
Yep.
Tiger King again?
Yep.
Attaboy.
Cena loved it.
Had my
It's a
little
good one.
inflatable tiger I was carrying around. Yep.
I saw that when we unloaded the van, and let me just throw it out there. Many thanks to Mark Balsert for loaning us the van so you can haul stuff back and
He's
forth.
a big help getting set up.
Yeah, good guy. And then, of course, Quentin and Andrea Keaton, big thank you to those two. And we had Gwen out there from Take It From Us.
Yep.
Who else helped out? Is that about it?
Just the golf course in general.
Golf
letting
course
us
in general.
Use their carts and drive
Yeah.
around, get all set up.
Yeah, golf course, Rome
Super.
County Golf Course.
Yeah.
Again, another patch event, as like everything else that has the patch stamp on it, as smooth as silk.
Well, Justin's been doing a good job, but we're rolling into year 2 pretty hard here. We're
Yeah.
most
Right.
of the way through year 2 now, so good stuff all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and it's so neat. Like the ugly sweater, Anna Erickson, a previous Typhoon member, started that back up, which is pretty cool, and then we have so many good ties from the community of folks that help out and do these wonderful things, so it's always great.
It's the 4th year, I think, for the ugly.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yep.
All right, well, anyway, on with the show today. Joe, you have some technology updates, and it seems like, well, I'm confused.
Okay.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
No Apple today?
No Apple today.
What's going on in the world?
Elon
feel like-
Musk bought Twitter.
I think we're out of sorts because there's no Apple store.
I know. Elon Musk bought Twitter, and that's pretty much eating up all the news
That's the
headlines.
news. All right. So the first one, Verizon. Walk us through Verizon, Joe.
Okay, so apparently the last telethon we had for Verizon didn't do them any good.
Oh no.
So they're having to raise the rates yet again.
Oh boy.
So they're going to raise their fees on connected hotspots, laptops, and tablets starting in December. So
Is this the second one this year? Or-
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the second price hike. So Verizon is planning another rate increase, though this time it will be for data-only devices like mobile hotspots, tablets, connected cars, security cameras, and laptops. Similar to the rate hike announced earlier this year for voice lines, the nation's largest carrier is raising its administrative fees for these devices from 6 cents per line per month. It now charges to $1.40 per line per month. So it's a little bit of jump from 6 cents to $1.40.
Jeez, I would.
So users will begin to be alerted about the change starting today, with the increase going into effect on December 1st.
You want the numbers?
Shoot.
They have only gained $18.8 billion in the last quarter, which came out October 21st.
Only
So-
gained.
Yeah, their revenue grew $18.8 billion. And that increase is primarily driven by administrative fee increases that took effect in June.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're getting ready to take another hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now Verizon
8675.
309.
Any area code you want, you just go in there and
Call and donate today
donate today. Verizon struggling. They only made 18.8 billion.
in 1 quarter.
Yeah, we got to do something. Try to help them out.
Gotta save Verizon.
Yeah, so Verizon is not raising its fees on voice lines with this increase. Of phone lines won't be affected, which, considering they raised those in July, why would they raise them again? And similarly, it's not raising fees for those with its home internet service or connected smartwatch, or those who have connected devices on a business account, because you got to save something to raise later. If tablets were on voice lines, it got the fee increase earlier this year, so they won't be getting the hike now. So if you have a hotspot or a connected car, camera, laptop, tablet, guess what? You're getting ready to pay more.
Jeez Louise. It's a shame because from 2017 to 2020, they made an average gross profit of $77 million. And then gross profit for the 12 months ending September 2022, $77.28 billion.
I mean, they're just hemorrhaging money here.
Well, here's the problem. They did decline 1% coming out of 2021. So they made $77.3 billion in 2021. They only made $77.2 billion in 2022.
And that was probably a cause for an emergency meeting.
I know. The shareholders got robbed of some billions there.
Yes.
So therefore, increase the fees.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant. Yeah.
We must do something.
Gosh, I feel like we're in bizarro world. If the shareholders don't continue to just make money, then everything is bad.
Yeah.
And we have to charge the average consumer and make it up.
Joe,
What a world we live in.
Just in general, how like Verizon compares to AT&T price-wise, pretty similar?
Fairly similar. Yeah. But here's the kicker. I read the article I read last night said people are leaving Verizon in droves. So my thoughts are, so instead of fixing the issue, let's raise the prices. That'll fix it.
Mm-hmm.
The customers we do have, let's charge them more.
Yes, they'll greatly appreciate our service.
I mean, do any of these people take like business classes or study economics or anything like that?
They need us sitting in the boardroom with the flimsy end of a fishing rod.
The whacker.
Yes.
Just wear somebody out.
I think the problem of it is the reason nobody has hired us is because we'd end up with like some kind of physical assault charges, because we would hit somebody long enough that
I have a feeling this would not be in line with HR protocol.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have papers for them to fill out that null and voids us.
If you're going to come into this meeting, you might be subject to a beating.
Yeah, releases us of any liability.
And nobody reads those things, so
No.
it'd be easy. Just do a digital one, check off.
Yeah. Yeah. You're released. We're released of all liability due to your own stupidity.
There you go. Gosh, Verizon. Come on, people. Get it together over at Verizon. Anyway.
I wonder, are they going to let people know, or is this just kind of getting slipped in there?
Yeah, they're going to start letting people know. They're going to start letting them know this month, and then if you don't read those text messages or notifications, then surprise, a lovely surprise before Christmas.
Let me guess, does Boost Mobile have anything different?
Well, we don't have to do a telethon for them because they found a way to fix it themselves.
Oh, okay.
So Boost Mobile is getting in the bank. Well, they are, but they're not getting into the banking business.
Really?
And they're advertising no fees, but surprise, this no fee banking they're offering includes fees.
Oh boy. Well, they only made $2 billion of revenue in 2022. But I mean, they're smaller, right?
Yeah, because they was owned by T-Mobile or Sprint, one or the other, and they had to sell it off as part of that Sprint T-Mobile merger. So they're owned by Dish Network now.
Okay, that makes sense because they have had a rise for the third consecutive quarter in their revenue, but it's just small.
Yes, so Dish owned Boost Mobile's getting into financial services with the launch of Omni Money, a basic banking service aimed at people who can't access traditional bank accounts. This comes at the time when the company
time out.
Okay.
What? Who can't access a traditional bank account?
Apparently, there's people out there.
You can't walk into a bank and say, "Hey, I need to open a bank account."
Yeah, a physical address, I guess.
Well, that or I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a banker type person, so.
Well, not depending on the bank, there may be different.
It just seems crazy.
Yeah, it's like how could you not have access
Right.
or
Off
not
the
be
grid.
able to access?
Somebody that
Off the grid.
Yeah, somebody that doesn't want to hand over any sort of, or doesn't even have.
Time
an
out.
ID.
You don't trust the bank, but you're going to trust Boost Mobile. I mean, this is confusing to me because it's called Boost Mobile,
Yeah.
and they're doing finances.
Well,
I mean, that's like going to a car dealership that says we sell lettuce.
Yeah.
Hey, I really think that this lettuce seller should sell me a car.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's call Quentin and see if he'll start selling lettuce.
The best lettuce around. Come on down. Maybe buy a car too while you're here.
Yes, slightly used lettuce, but it's good.
Um,
Still got some miles left on it.
But
Anyway.
well, what Boost is doing is they're not getting the banking business per se. They're kind of like a licensing deal with an actual bank. So it's kind of a jacked up deal.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, here we are again. Bloody brilliant.
Yeah. Hey, at least we don't have to worry about doing a telephone for them. They figured it out on their own.
Yeah, I guess. Man.
So this comes at a time when the company.
Get your satellite dish.
Yeah.
We don't do cell phone mobile service anymore, but
Yeah.
you can get a bank loan through us.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Yes.
Wow. What kind of commercial is this going to be?
Well, I guess it's one of those. If Walmart can do it, anybody can do it because Walmart leases spaces in some of the bigger stores that have
banks.
You have banks and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's like apparently somebody at Boost Mobile goes, "Hey, Walmart can do it. We can too."
Nice. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
So this comes at a time when the company very much needs to attract new customers, as the Boost brand continues to lose subscribers and Dish is struggling to get a viable 5G network off the ground. At least part of that plan include offering a quote-unquote basic no-fee banking services, except, well, there are fees. Omni Money by Boost, as it is formally branded, doesn't require a credit check to open an account. I think that might be part of...
If your credit is
Yeah.
terrible.
You don't need no stinking credit check. We got Omnibucks for you.
That's right. There's no minimum balance requirement and no monthly fees as long as the account is active in a 12-month period. That all sounds quite generous, but the fees creep in when you deposit money into your account. One of Boost's selling points is the new service is the ability to deposit cash into your account at a Boost retail store, but there's a $4 fee every time you do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm on the site. It says no monthly fees with an asterisk on it.
That's like the
Hold on. Just so if you put money in the account, they charge you.
yes.
Craziness.
And there's
Time out. What?
there's more.
Oh, gosh.
There's also a $1 fee every time you attempt a remote check deposit. And if you want to get cash out of your account, there's a $1.30 charge for your using an quote unquote in-network ATM.
See, now I can understand it. You're going to take money out, we're going to charge you.
Right.
Been that way forever.
Right. That makes sense.
I mean, I don't understand it, but I understand that the
Right.
concept's been there forever.
Right.
But you're giving them your money
Yeah.
to use.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what happens. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah.
people... It's still amazing me. I talk to a lot of teenagers, and I'm like, where do you think your money goes when you put it in the bank? Oh, they hold it.
Nope.
No. They give your money to somebody else as a loan or whatever.
Right.
And then, it's just ones and zeros. There's no actual... that's how I'm
Yeah.
always amazed because kids are like, well, I got $200 in my bank account. It's sitting right there. I'm like, no, there's no such thing as a bank account.
Yeah, because the bank's job is to sell money. That's their main job.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only product they got to sell is money. And if they don't have that money to sell, then
Right. So they gotta use your money.
right.
So Boost Mobile's charging you so that they can use your money.
Yes.
Wow. But you know what? What a business model.
Now this is where the no fee comes in. Direct deposit, which many of the customers Boost is targeting is unlikely to have access to, that's free.
What a world we live in, boys.
You know, the no fee banking with the asterisk is like these internet providers to say unlimited data, no data caps, asterisk,
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
up to the first 50 gig. And
We
then-
have to fight our way into one of these meetings.
Yeah.
I really just want to like whop the crap out of somebody that comes up with these ideas.
At this point, I want to take a dictionary in there and just start hitting them head with the dictionary, going, "Look, here's what unlimited means."
No asterisk needed,
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah, and this is a dictionary that this definition has been here forever. And if you don't believe me, I actually have. It's this thick. I used it as a kid. It was a dictionary my dad used as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was that thick. It's like, okay, this one here's been around since the 60s. Look, between that definition and this definition, has it changed?
Yeah.
Unlimited means this.
Yeah.
No fees means this.
Gosh, I don't know.
I mean, another big, huge, like there's 4 things they're touting, and one of them is send money to Mexico.
Well, that's
No
such
monthly fees, no minimum balance, send money to Mexico. Like, what a weird...
Well, they might be
Get your
targeting
money-
like the southern states that would have relatives in Mexico.
Or, well, I was going to say, you're sending your monies to, what's a nice way of saying this? Scoundrels. There we go. Send your money to scoundrels easier now. The cartels, stuff like that.
Oh,
And we won't check your...
oh, geez,
background.
Joe, I didn't even think of that. I was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, what makes South American scoundrels? Time out, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
doing,
the cartels.
doing illicit,
Yeah.
whatever.
Illegal activities.
There you go. We will.
You just got the joke, didn't you?
Yeah, we will help you
Yeah.
complete your deals.
Yeah, business transaction.
There you go, business transaction with no fees.
Yeah.
Because we want that business.
Yeah, that business is
Although
booming.
it might be that might be a thing. They might be like, hey, listen, let's just make this easy because this is how it works.
Yeah.
We found our loop into laundering money.
Winnie?
We're gonna target that crowd.
Now, watch this. Next week, they'll just cancel everything because 3 guys in Spencer, West Virginia figured out what they're doing.
I don't know about that. I don't know if we have that kind of pull, Joe. I hope so.
It'd be funny, though.
It would be. But time out, they're on to us.
Yeah.
Says, they don't do credit checks, but you must complete and pass an identity verification process. Whatever that means.
Well, if it's anything like Facebook's, that...
They gotta have somewhere to send bills, so you have to be a person.
Yeah.
What's your name? And you tell them, and they say, "You promise?" That's you. Okay, you're verified.
It's as legally binding as a pinky swear.
Yeah. Gosh. Wow. I'm excited to see where this goes.
If it's anything like Facebook, it's going to be a dumpster fire.
Uh,
I was trying to do something on Facebook the other day, and had to jump through their hoops. I was trying to run an ad on Facebook, and they said, you can't do that, you got to be verified. Okay, how do I get verified? Well, you have to fill out this form, then we'll send you a letter in the mail. Okay, no problem. Got the letter in the mail yesterday, went online, put in the code. They said, okay, now we need a picture of your driver's license. I thought, well, okay, whatever. I sent that. They said, please wait, and we'll let you know within 24 to 48 hours that you're verified. 10 minutes later, that picture didn't work. What we need you to do is print this off, go get it notarized, and re-upload. It's like, you know what? Forget it. It's not that important.
yeah.
Like, I'm not chasing somebody down. That's a notary. Go, hey, could you stamp this piece of paper for Facebook? No.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
But what's dumber is where I have the radio show with the comedy bits and all that.
Yeah.
Facebook is starting to pay us for those videos. Literally, all they need is my social security number and a bank account number.
Nice.
Like, so you only
What is
need,
that, by the way?
It's the LOL comedy show.
No, I meant your social security and bank account.
Oh, I'll email it to you. I'll text it to you. That way
thank
everybody
you,
can
thank
get
you,
it.
yeah. Just comment it over in the Facebook page.
I was like, really? So something more serious as, taxes and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You only need this little bit of information, but it was something stupid as me sending you money
Yeah.
to run an ad. Oh, you basically got to sign your life away. It's like, that's just dumb.
Have you guys been following Twitter?
Which part?
I just pulled up top stories for Twitter.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Musk has pulled more than 50 Tesla employees into his Twitter takeover. He disbands their board.
Mhm.
Start charging $20 a month for verification.
Now we'll stop you there. I read a lot of this last night because that was basically all I was eating up the news feeds.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The $20 fee and all that, those are all rumors at this point. That's why I didn't talk about them because there's so much bunk last night.
I'm sure that's what I mean.
Rumors and all that, and it's like, you know what? Because that $20 a month thing, that's at Twitter Blue that we was talking about.
Yeah.
And there's a rumor that where instead of charging $3 a month, they're going to bump it up to $20 a month, and if you have the blue verified check mark on your Twitter account, that was going to be now behind the paywall, that you'd have to keep paying $20 a month to keep that blue check mark, and I'm going time out.
Yeah.
This is just a rumor. Until I see where it says, they're doing it, I'm not going to cover it.
And then here's some more for you. Musk plans Twitter layoffs. And then here's another one. Twitter staff have been told to work 84-hour weeks, and managers have to sleep at the office. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of news for one deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's been on the record saying he's not a fan of people like working from home, and he thinks it's terrible for productivity. I mean, he wants people there.
Vanity Fair jumping in with both feet, boys. Elon Musk's first 4 days owning Twitter have been a predictable, I'll just say dumpster fire, but they said something else. Wow, Vanity Fair.
Yeah.
Throwing down the gloves, by golly. They must have been banned from Twitter.
Yeah, something must have went against them.
Don't let me tweet that?
Yeah.
Get some of this.
Although...
wow. I don't know anything about... I don't do Twitter, so I don't know anything about it.
From what I did read last night, the big hoopla is people like President Trump going to get his Twitter account back. Mm-hmm. And Elon Musk actually went on the record saying, look, before we start doing anything like that, they're actually going to put which Twitter needed all along, a group together that's going to be in charge of like the community guidelines and standards and actually have people monitor that before they start opening the gates on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, well, gee, there's an idea, having people actually monitor this stuff.
Well, Twitter is, they don't need the GoFundMe yet.
Right.
They brought in $2.3 billion. So, yeah. 2021, they generated $5 billion in revenue, which was a 35% increase.
And I've seen where GM they're pausing their paid advertising on Twitter until they see how Twitter's going to shake down. I thought, bull. I was like, that's just a free plug for your product.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Let's get an extra hit in on our on our advertising by.
Yeah, give it 3 months and you'll be spending money on there regardless of what they're doing. They can show videos of people kicking puppies and you'll still be advertising on there.
Joe, I like puppies. Why do we got to kick puppies?
Well, because that's how it all works. They put this big ploy on, we won't do this, and then...
Yeah. It's crazy. This is what I wish. I wish if you were a public figure, whether it be a politician, an actor, or whatever, if you tell a lie, you should be held accountable.
Well, there's an idea.
I know. I don't understand, because you can, if you write it as a real journalist, then you can get hit for slander.
Right.
But if you're in entertainment,
right, which
of any manner,
right,
or a public official, you can say or do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be true.
Which is something that you brought to my attention that I had never really thought about or realized was a lot of these TV quote unquote news organizations.
Yeah.
They're filed under public record as entertainment, not news, and that's how they get away with a lot of this stuff.
Ooh, you gonna throw that one out there?
Well, that's what you told me.
No, it's true.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So if you're not sure what Joe's talking about. He's talking about one of the air quote news channels.
Yeah, we won't call any of them out because the other people will go, it just starts its own ruckus.
Might be owned by Mr. Murdoch. If you don't know who that is, you can Google it really quick. But yeah, so here's the crazy part. If you're labeled as entertainment, it's the same as a soap opera. You can say or do or make up whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then the really scary part is if you guise it as news.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't understand how we got to that point where, we're on this planet and stuff can be verified and you can Google just about anything, but we no longer have to have real news. I don't get it.
Well, and what's bad is
it's scary.
The three of us, we have more reliable news than what's on the national.
I know. You can learn more just with your technology show here,
yeah.
Joe. I don't know about the three of us. I'm not going to take credit for that. 'Cause I'm sure people are like, yeah, he's full of bunk. But Joe and Justin are pretty credible. So 2/3 of what you hear today will be okay. You can take it to the bank.
Yeah.
Not Boost Mobile's bank, but like a real bank. You can take it like Polka Valley Bank over here.
Yeah.
They're credible. Anyway. All right, enough of Boost Mobile. Good. Tell me about YouTube.
So YouTube is opening up a verification program for healthcare professionals.
All right, good. Good to hear.
Okay, so I'm seeing the deer in the headlight look with
There are
Dave.
health professionals that need something on YouTube to verify them? What?
Okay, so here's what's going on.
People are getting their medical advice from YouTube?
Well, when they do research for just trying to research like symptoms or diseases or stuff like that.
Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I use YouTube a lot, but it's
Right.
for like fixing a car,
Right.
working on a motorcycle, or, how do I insulate my windows better?
Right.
I'm looking for ideas on how to do like that kind of stuff.
Right.
I never thought to go to YouTube for medical advice.
Well, I think like if, let's say you was diagnosed with something and you wanted to educate yourself more on that diagnosis, what it is or the ins and out of that.
Then you don't want to read.
Yeah.
Have someone tell it to you.
Yeah.
Wow. I would think I'd go like the American Medical Association's website.
But you got to read.
Yeah. I guess there's a downside. Wow. But see, it's scary because on YouTube, I agree. There's no, when I look to have somebody's video that says, hey, here's how you work on your brakes on us, or here's where the thermostat's located on whatever model car,
Right.
You can kind of see it.
Right.
And if they don't know what they're doing, then it's pretty obvious.
Right.
But for medical stuff, holy smokes. Yeah, I would never think to go to YouTube for that.
Right. And this is where...
Regardless of whether I could read or not.
Right.
Or wanted to read, I guess.
Right. But literally, if you're...
Wow. Okay.
So this verification process is the exact same thing as what you're saying on the automobile. Because if you're just watching me sitting here spouting off medical information, I'm sitting here with a lab coat on. How do you know that I'm a real doctor or just plain a doctor?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying I never thought to go to YouTube and say, hey, this is...
Well, I didn't either. So while you're looking up, I'll go into the story. So YouTube is attempting to make it easier for folks to find reliable and high-quality health information on the platform.
Hold on, give me a health information subject you feel like would be searchable.
Bipolar. So that's mentioned in the article.
Okay.
So it's opening its health product features to certain healthcare professionals and information providers in the U.S. It started offering those features last year to educational institutions, public health departments, hospitals, and government bodies. They said, quote, this new step will allow us to expand to include high-quality information from a wider group of healthcare channels, end quote, says Dr. Garth Graham, a global head at YouTube Health, wrote in a blog post. The feature includes labels under videos that clearly state the information is coming from a healthcare professional or accredited organization. When a user searches for the terms such as bipolar or breast cancer, they may see a carousel of videos under the label from health sources near the top of the search results. YouTube says health professionals can apply for the program starting yesterday. They'll need to submit proof of their medical license and for their YouTube account to be in good standing. They'll also need to follow the Council of Medical Specialty Societies, the National Academy of Medicine, and the World Health Organization best practices for sharing health information. YouTube plans to expand the program in more markets and other types of medical specialties.
I think I have bipolar, Joe.
Based off a YouTube video?
Yep. No, I'm joking. That's not something to joke about. But anyway, so it's just crazy. You're right. But there's a whole thing. I mean, this is a thing. I didn't even know it. So There's across the top bipolar depression info, helpful tips, learn how it works, doctor discussion guide, and dosage information. Then you have two of them that are ads, and then it says from health sources.
There you go.
CHI Health, Ascension, National Institute of Mental Health. So there's a ton of videos out there. I mean, I don't know how you can look and see how many there are, but there's a ton.
So this is already fully implemented?
Yeah,
Pretty
they
much.
started it last year, and what got the ball rolling on this is when COVID hit and there was so much
Oh my gosh,
quote unquote information being slung out there, and you didn't know which was fact and which was fake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful that they're doing that. I would have never thought, though, like I said, it never occurred to me to go to YouTube for health.
Right.
I always just search well, they have like WebMD and stuff like that.
Right.
That's where I would just presume a person would go.
But
I mean, if
yeah.
you're not going to go to an actual doctor.
Well, YouTube has a disclaimer that, you can watch these videos. These are for educational purposes, but please consult your doctor. This is not to replace a doctor's appointment or anything like that.
These are for entertainment only?
Yeah.
This is technically entertainment, so it doesn't have to be true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, like, I'm looking on here, like Columbia Psychiatry from Columbia University.
Yeah.
From the
Yes,
Matilda Center.
I pulled up
Brain and Behavior Research Foundation has some videos.
Parkinson's disease, and right here from Health Sources, there's Nature Video, Veterans Health Administration, Lee Health, Michael J. Fox Foundation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lady called Registered Nurse RN. She's on here. American Parkinson's Patient. There's a lot of.
It would be kind of weird, if there's some guy on YouTube pretending to be a doctor.
Yeah, gosh, how crazy would that be?
Again, that's something I would have never given any thought of, but
Yeah.
But you bring up the excellent point. If you're sitting there looking at trying to change your brakes on a Jeep, you're going to find out real quick a guy's full of bunk, but what's going to stop me from putting on a lab coat and say, hey, talk to Dr. Joe. I know all the answers.
Not only will I help you with your technology,
Yeah.
but I'm going to pretend to be a doctor.
Yeah. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on YouTube.
This has opened up a whole new avenue of, information.
Yes.
Never would have thought to look on YouTube for that.
Me either.
Okay, well, good job for YouTube for kudos to YouTube
Yeah.
for making sure or doing due diligence, I guess, to make sure that if people are going to post stuff as medical, then they need to be credible.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I like it. That's good. So, I mean, that's Khan Academy. I know they do a lot of math tutoring stuff. They also do medicine. Did not know that. Pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
So let that be another resource for you if you have a health issue out there, and you go to YouTube, make sure that it's verified.
Yeah, and that you want to educate yourself more on, not so much
Yeah.
diagnose yourself.
Right. And if you're working on your car, YouTube, excellent source of
Yes.
videos.
Yes. Now that you don't need to go to the doctor
I'm
about.
always amazed. People started doing it just for, to help others out.
Yeah.
What a wonderful thing.
There's a guy, I don't remember his name, but he started doing videos, and he said his whole goal was to teach kids that weren't taught basically life lessons
Oh, yeah.
from their own parent. From
Somebody
their own
showed me
dads.
that.
Yeah.
It was a guy that grew up without a dad, and he's like, I want to, I'm helping my kids, but I'm going to help every kid. And he's
Yeah.
like, how to clean the drain in your bathtub.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that.
How to jumpstart your car. I mean, just
Yeah.
little things that we take for granted.
Yeah.
That he's like, you know what? People need to know this. And obviously nowadays, simple things like that.
Basic
aren't being
life
taught.
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. How awesome. Okay. Cool. And you got a tip of the week for us?
Yes. So,
Hold on. Are you done with YouTube?
yeah, that was
Okay.
pretty much it. So if you're a doctor and you want to start spreading your medical knowledge, YouTube has a way for you to start doing that. And it started yesterday that you can start submitting your paperwork and getting on that.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. Well, kudos to YouTube. That sounds a little more credible than Boost Mobile doing banking.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh boy.
So this week's tip of the week, like I don't know where we go from there.
Yeah. This must be one humdinger of a tip of the week. Let me
Yeah.
just tell you.
So this week's tip of the week kind of coincides with what we was talking about last week with the password manager. So the next few episodes it's a time of the year where we talk about how to protect yourself while holiday shopping online.
Two-factor authentication.
Yes,
Joe.
that's one of them.
Woohoo!
Having a different password for every website and using a password manager like LastPass, what we talked about last week. So this week we're talking about scam calls.
Ooh.
Yes, because they are hot and heavy.
How is this still a thing?
But it is. I was on one yesterday.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Made the guy so mad. Apparently he was a fan of The Office. Because
Yeah.
he figured it out and hung up on me. So here's a few scam calls you may be getting around this time of the year if you haven't gotten them already. So here's this week's tip of the week: which ones to definitely avoid. The first one, and this is the one I got yesterday, was a company claiming to be for my credit card refinancing. And here's where the first thing you catch is a red flag. It says, this is, and they mention the name of the bank, Visa MasterCard. Hold on. That's red flag number one. Visa and MasterCard are two completely separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
They're competitors.
Yeah.
So they're not going to have one company represent both of them together. They're not going to partner up. Guaranteed.
I'd have never known that.
Yeah. They're not going to partner
Or
up.
let me rephrase. I'd never put that together.
Yeah.
Just FYI. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you say it, it makes sense, but I'd have never been like, oh, yeah, they are different.
Yeah, because I think they called and said, like, this is from Chase, Visa, MasterCard. Like, timeout.
Yeah.
They're two separate companies. Chase is a bank. Visa and MasterCard are two separate companies.
Gotcha.
So then, of course, it was an automated message, and it was wanting me to, it was looking for the trigger word. And never, and I mean never, say yes, because what they'll do is they'll record your voice.
Yeah.
When you say yes, then they'll use that recording to do who knows what.
Oh, boy.
So what I do, because of course I'm messing with them,
Mm-hmm.
I never say yes, but I'll say proceed or that is correct or anything that doesn't say yes.
Wow.
So I may hesitate for a second or two, but that just makes it sound a little more legit.
Right.
So they wanted to help lower my finances on my credit cards because they could see where I was making all my payments on time.
Hold on.
Okay.
Justin, let's run him through a little mock conversations. I'm just curious how this is going to work.
Okay.
I want to test Joe's skill set out here.
Okay.
So, Mr. Joe.
Yes. Or see, I already messed
Ah!
up. All right, let's try that again.
All right. Take two.
All right.
So, Mr. Joe,
I'm here.
it's a nice day out today.
It is.
Do you have time to talk?
I have a couple of minutes.
Ooh, you good. Got any questions, Justin, that might trip him up?
Are you interested in refinancing your Visa MasterCard?
That sounds like a great idea.
Can I forward you to our financial division?
If you need to, proceed.
By golly. Okay.
Yeah, he's got it. That first one was a fluke.
Yeah. Hey, even Michael Jordan missed a three-pointer every once in a while.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, blasphemy.
I said every once in a while. I didn't. So here's
How
how.
do you bring Michael Jordan into this? He's a
Hey,
legend.
Hey, game recognizes game. When you're great, you're great.
It's so funny. Kale used to argue with me, Stephen Curry's the greatest ever. It's like, dude, you never seen Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And then he watched his documentary,
Uh-huh.
and he came back and he's like, man, he is the greatest ever. I was like, I know. When you were 10, you didn't get it, but now you get it.
Yeah. So, with the credit card scams, here's what they do: is they'll tell you what you want to hear. We notice that you've been making all these payments, but most of your money's been going towards your interest and not the principal, and blah blah blah. Do you want to lower that? And so the next step is, well, what's your credit card number?
Ooh.
They want your credit card number and your verification code. Well, I'm not going to give them that, but I'll play along. So we was watching The Office a few weeks ago.
I love The Office.
And it was the Christmas episode where Jim and Dwight was going at it, which is nothing new.
Yeah.
And Jim was activating his credit card, and Dwight took it, wrote the numbers down.
If I thought it'd be funny, I'd put Justin Stapler in Jell-O. But I'm pretty sure it wouldn't bother him. He'd be like, well, I didn't need to staple anything anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, I need your stapler.
Who wants some Jell-O?
Yeah. So I went and found that clip, and I typed up on my phone to have it easy access those numbers that Jim wrote on the episode. And they only give you like 3 sets. There's 4 sets of digits, but they only give you like the first 3 sets. So at the end, I said 5309 is the last 4 digits.
That song has gotten more numbers thrown out there than anything.
So and my verification code was 927.
Yeah,
because that's here we are.
Oh yeah.
So I was on the phone with him yesterday, and he wanted my numbers. And apparently the number I'd given him didn't associate, like, apparently MasterCard starts with like a 4, which I didn't know that was a thing. And the number I gave him started with a 5. He said, no, that's not the right number. I said, yeah, it is. And I read him the numbers again. And he goes, no, that's not the right number. I said, well, that's the number that's on my card. And I said, my name's James Halpert. Well, he still didn't get it. I said, well, hold on. Let me get my wife's card. Her name's Pamela Halpert. Well, apparently that's what triggered him, because he just hung up.
No way.
Yeah. So it's like, apparently he is
I wouldn't have caught the James Halpert part.
Yeah, well, now, last week I had one that I went through the whole spiel. Like, I told him that, it was Social Security.
Do you ever do a different accent?
Every once in a while I'll do like a dumb hick.
Okay.
But,
that's normal.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But I really up it a little. It was wanting Medicare and Medicaid something. And I told him my name is James Halpert, and my wife's name was Pamela, and I was a retired salesman from Dunder Mifflin Paper Company out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. And then they finally figured it out and got mad.
So let's test out this hick accent.
No. I got to be in the zone when I do that.
Be in the zone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm curious. I'm glad to watch the show then is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Or listen to it.
So that's where the scam part comes in. Is when they don't ask, and what's crazy is they don't ask for your name at the beginning.
Really?
Yeah. They ask for your credit card number and your verification code to help pull up their records. They called you, but they need that information.
Justin, have you got any scam calls?
Nope. But I don't intentionally mess with them. Pick it up and answer it and mess with them. I should, though. It sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Joe's got it down to a science.
Yeah.
He's been doing this a while. How long have you been doing this? Because I remember, I was going to say, like,
time.
at least 6 or 7 years ago.
It's been longer.
You're like, hey, you got to listen to this one.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing? And you were just messing with the prank or the scam artist.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-minute deal.
Yeah. I've been doing this for, I can't remember how long I've been doing. I mean, I was doing it before I was recording them.
Yeah, that's what I remember. You did one just for fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got to listen to this. It's funny. Gosh.
So
I can't believe they still call you. You think you'd be like on like a blacklist. And they'd be like, whatever you do.
Well, I am
spread this around to everybody.
I am on the extended car warranties. I haven't gotten one of those in probably a year.
Really?
Yeah. For some reason, they will not offer car extended warranty on my Ford Silverado. I just don't get it.
Don't you worry, a new guy will be hired soon.
Yeah. I think I'm on like some trainees list. It's like, okay, let's give the new guy this number, and if he can survive this one, we'll keep him.
Can you imagine if you were like part of the training packet? All right, listen. This is a guy that's, not buying, obviously.
He's on to us.
Yeah.
Listen to how this plays out. If you come into this situation, hang up.
Yeah. Although one of my personal favorites was a lady was trying to sell me something, and I turned the tables on her and was trying to sell her magazine subscriptions. And I completely flipped script on her, and I told her the reason I was calling her was...
No way.
Yes. And I started naming off magazines. I said, ma'am, are you interested in any of those? She said, no, I'm not. I said, well, ma'am, I'm so sorry to bother you. You have a good day. And I just got quiet. And she goes, sir? And she completely forgot that she was the one that called me.
She's like, man, I didn't even do my spiel. What happened here? I might be buying magazines. Do you have any Girl Scout cookies? What's going on? That'd be the thing. I'd be like, Girl Scout cookies. Heck yeah, now I'm in.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I surprise myself. It's like, really, it was that easy to mess with and to like completely flip the script on them.
Oh gosh.
So that's the first one of the type of calls you'll get. Another
Yeah.
type of call, which we get this almost weekly, is an Amazon order call. You'll get a call and say, this is from Amazon. You have a pending order, and it's usually for a high dollar ticket item. You know, $399, $1,499, and we're having issues fulfilling your order. Please press 1 now to talk to a representative.
Jeez.
And that's what they do is they tell you that high ticket item number because that freaks you out because either one, you actually did order something around that price, or two, you know you didn't order something that price and you want to get this resolved right now so you don't get charged that exuberant amount. So of course you'll press 1 and you'll talk to them, and then they'll weasel your credit card information out of you. So that's where another easy red flag.
Yeah.
Amazon will not call you about an order issue. If there's an issue with your order, you'll either know about it right when you place it, or they will email you that there was an issue with your order. They will not call you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that seems. I think people just panic because, you know, like I know if I order something, let's just say Christmas, you know, I got to get it here. You know, I
Right.
got this great idea, a present for somebody, and it's got to get here.
Right.
Got to make sure. Well, a more realistic approach would be like ordering soccer cleats or, you know, goalie gloves for Kate or something along those lines. I'm
Right.
like, we got to have them for this weekend's game.
Right.
So if someone would email me or call me and say, hey, your order from Amazon or wherever you ordered this from,
Right.
you know, you need more information so we can get it to you.
Right.
I'd be like, panic. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
So yeah, I understand that situation, but I think people, you know, listen to what Joe's saying here. You gotta stay off that panic button.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to take a second to step back and listen. Well, actually, listen and comprehend what they're saying, not just hear what they're saying and get and falling into the trap.
Yeah.
Because they're thriving on panic. And if you think, well, this can't be that popular. Listen, this kind of stuff, it's $1 billion with a B dollar business.
Oh,
These
geez.
people would not be wasting their time doing it if there was not money to be made.
Yeah. Man. Okay. Good tip. I like it because that happens. I know that I can see like my mom or, you know, somebody of an older generation being like, well, that's what you do. You know,
Right.
somebody, if you have an emergency, they call you. You know,
Right.
or they send you an email
Right.
but that's not how it works.
No. So those are kind of the two biggies as far as scam call goes. Those are the most common ones we see around the holidays. Is you have a pending order that you need to call about, or hey, we're here to help refinance your credit card payments.
Yep.
And because the first thing the guy asked me was, well, what's your credit card debt? And I just threw some number out, and I was hoping he'd ask me again because I was going to change it up on purpose. One, because I didn't quite remember what number I told him, and two, I wanted to see if he was catching on or not. But that's the first thing I say is, well, what's your credit card debt, and what's your highest credit? What's the credit card that you owe the most on? And then they'll say, well, is it Visa, MasterCard, blah blah blah, and you tell them, and they'll say, well, what's your credit card number?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I just bought something while I was talking to you, so the amount changed.
Yeah.
While we were talking, I was on Amazon. Heck
Yeah.
yeah. You just reminded me.
Right.
Oh, gosh. Scary stuff out there. So, and I know, you know, we kind of go through this every year, Joe. You talk about shopping on the holidays because Black Friday's coming up
Right.
and all that good jazz. And Amazon. When's Amazon having their next big thing? Didn't they have two?
Black Friday. Yeah, they just had it a couple weeks ago.
Okay. So,
And believe it or not, I didn't buy anything.
Did
during
you
that.
not?
No. It was personally. I looked at the stuff. It's like, you know, that's the same thing as what I see every other day. There was no ooh and all gadgets on there for me personally.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's either stuff I'd already bought or stuff that I really didn't need.
Is it Cyber Monday? Is that what they're going to do next?
I think Black Friday into Cyber Monday, they like to make it an all weekend deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else you got?
That's pretty much.
tip-
Yeah,
alright.
that's the tip of the week. Be careful on these scam calls.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
When they call about any financial information, especially around this time of year, this is where they really double down on the financial information, wanting to help refinance you, or you have pending orders or anything financial. Stop take a breath, listen and comprehend. Don't just hear what they're saying. Actually listen to see what they're asking for before you start hitting that panic button and trying to quick draw McGraw and resolve the issue.
Yeah, and give away your pertinent information.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great tip of the week. And as you said, there'll be a couple more coming up here before the holidays.
Right.
So please, please, please heed Joe's words here. Very important.
Yes.
Because we hear about it all the time.
Yeah, it's
prevalent.
Yeah, between that and my computer's been hacked, call this 800 number.
Mm-hmm.
We get that at least once a month.
Gosh.
Somebody call and say, hey, that popped up, and the first question I ask, did you call? And they say yes, and then it opens a whole other line of questioning. I feel like the police at that point. It's like I have these 20 questions I have to ask them.
All right, well, if anybody has any questions about anything we talked about today, and we talked about Verizon, Boost Mobile, YouTube, and then, of course, tips of the week, which are very important. How they get a hold of you, Joe?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com or follow us online. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at amdigitaltech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to our podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Nice. Okay.
3588 for those that didn't hear it.
There you go. Attaboy.
927-3588.
And of course, we kind of threw this out there last time, and I'm going to finish with this. Shop local. The holiday season's coming up. If you need anything, A&M Digital Technologies is a local business. They support everything here at Patch, and I will remind them that Cena came in last week and donated another Wise band for the Glow Run. Mm-hmm. And who got that? Do you know?
Nope. I'll have to take a look.
Erica Gunn.
Oh, that's right. Erica Gunn, one of our faithfuls.
Yes.
Posting her picture here soon.
Yeah, she comes to every fitness activity. So awesome stuff. Another local. So yeah, Cena came in for that, and that's awesome. So really appreciate A&M Digital Technologies support across the board for all our patch stuff. Keeps all the wheels turning behind the scenes. And Joe and Cena, again, longtime residents here and supporters of Patch. So shop local. You can trust Joe and Cena. Go out there and get whatever you need for the holidays.
And we ship nationwide.
And they ship. There you go. I like it. Okay. And if Joe and Cena don't have what you need, check out the other local stores. We have a lot of good businesses here in town. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's my sales pitch for the day. You don't even need to call, and I'm not calling you, so you're all safe there. Just do your shopping local. We have a wonderful community. So excited. Okay. So that's it. We'll be back next week and another great show here. And I feel like I left something out. I guess not.
No, I think you covered everything.
Okay. All right. We're out of here for the day. Everybody have a fantastic week. We're rolling out of October and into November.
Yep.
And we'll be back next week with show 123. So for myself, Joe, and Justin, we're out of here.